Hello and welcome back to Minecraft Builds. Notice I shine new text in the top bit of the screen there. So I put the frames down because I thought, building these on camera was going to be a bit boring and they're fairly easy to do anyway. So these are wooden logs. You can use any tree logs from anywhere, and they are 5 by 5. And the frame I've made out of quartz, but obviously you can do it out of any material that you want to do. And they are set at 7 by 7. So it's a revolving house that goes up, not revolving, a sort of staggering house that goes up off the ground and looks pretty cool when it's finished. So first thing we're going to do is put some stairs here to make it look a little bit less oof at the front, and I'll see, so you have a way in. Then with the front of the houses themselves, you use glass panes here, and obviously if you've got texture packs this will look better with texture packs and so on. So what we do then is we then run the green all the way up here, then of course here and up here, and these are green panes, not green glass. And then you do the same on these, green all the way up on both sides like so, and then green all the way. I hate having to do glass, especially with the panes. It's such a pain in the ass. Right, and then we go all the way up like this on the front of these, like so. So we've got that, and again rinse the same procedure on the final one here, and again get frustrated with the glass, and then like so. Now if you've got decent texture packs like I do on my modded server, then this looks obviously a lot better, but so on. So what you do next is you can either do this all the way around if you want it fully open glass, but the build that we're going to use and the design that I'm going to use is not going to be open glass all the way around. So I'm going to fill those in and then I'm going to come back. All right, so sides all filled in, but left the ceiling open. So now when you've got this build done here, and you don't have to use the blocks of glass here, you could use panes. Not sure how well they work with doors. So obviously what I've done here is I've left these little bits open, because what you've got to do here is create the stairwell to go up, and then of course you've got to then think, okay, well, how much room do I actually need? Obviously when you come down, 2's not enough, so it's probably going to have to be just the 1 to walk in and through, and so I would probably say the same on that one, and then this one you can go like so. You could door it, I suppose, if you really wanted to, although I don't see the real need for that. Well, you could put doors on each one, and then you could put pressure plates behind each one, in terms of coming off of like so. So there are 2 doors here, and as you can see there's quite a lot of room. And then what you can do then is for the lighting within these, if you get a chain here and then you get a lantern of whatever color you like, with the 4, what you can do is not that, hang a chain down on each one and then attach a lantern in each corner. And then if we do this for all 4, let's go 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we keep doing this and putting these up like so. 1 there, and then 1 there. And then do the final room, and I'll show you what this looks like from the outside. So let's grab that and there, okay, and so on, and here. So you can see now it looks pretty cool. And you've got the hanging lanterns. Now with the roofs themselves, you can do what you want with. You could either leave, you know, have a ladder going up, and you could have like little roof. You could put, say, farms on top of these. You could just have roofing areas where you can see out from your base and so on into the area and stuff like that. But the design is fairly simple. It's 5x5, 7x7, and then it's just the colored glass. Obviously, I'm using lime green. You could use any particular style you want it. And as I said here, you could, I mean, really, you could, as I said, grab a door, shove a door there. But the problem is, I thought was they just didn't quite match up here. So I didn't like the look of it because it didn't match up with the door itself. Whereas if you put a door in here, it matches up. So here, of course, you've got a bit of a design issue. You know, how do I want to do this? You could just do something like that and create like a little sort of Tetris pattern on it and so on. But it's a nice little design. It works well. It's actually a base I did use myself for a little while in survival mode, and it worked really well because this was essentially something that a door that I deliberately left open, and mobs would go in here and I would just sort of open them and shoot bow and arrow straight down here and start killing them. It was kind of like my own sort of mini non-official mob farm. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And subscribe for more content. As you can see, we are building lots of things, lots of room being cleared, lots of projects planned, lots of builds that are coming. So I will see you all very soon. Take care.